There are places in the world that hold a memory so deep they change the way you see the sky. Peru is undoubtedly one of those places. Known as the heart of the Incan Empire, this is a land of Aini, the ancient law of reciprocity, a belief that we are forever in conversation with the earth beneath our feet. I'm Gordon Dreger, founder of Wheel and Anchor, and I'd like to invite you on a journey we crafted through this extraordinary landscape. We've seen the frantic pace of the modern tour, the checklists that leave you breathless and disconnected. For this Peruvian sojourn, we've chosen a different path. We've slowed down the clock, spending 4 nights in our primary cities to ensure we aren't passing by sites like your average tourist, but rather going at a speed to feel like guests of the land. We move from the Pacific coast to the volcanic highlands and finally into the spiritual heart of the Andes, taking our time to breathe, to savor, and to understand. Our journey follows a narrative arc from the ocean to the jungle. We begin in Lima, the city of kings, where culinary tradition is a form of worship. From there, we fly south to the white stone streets of Arequipa, our gateway to the high mountains. We'll spend 4 days here, allowing our bodies to acclimate to the thin Andean air before we move to the Sacred Valley. It's here we'll follow the Urubamba River through the heart of Incan agriculture and weaving, reaching the high sanctuary of Machu Picchu before concluding our main trip in Cusco, the ancient navel of the world. And for those who wish to hear the heartbeat of the rainforest, we offer an optional extension into the emerald depths of the Amazon basin. But let's go to where our journey starts, in the vibrant neighborhoods of Miraflores and Barranco. Lima is a city of layers where history is written over history. You can walk through modern streets and then suddenly find yourself before the adobe walls of Huaca Pucllana, a pyramid built 1,500 years ago. And while this isn't why most people come here, we can't visit Lima without diving into the city's culinary soul. From the sharp tang of a fresh ceviche to the aromatic depth of Peruvian coffee. We'll also wander the halls of the Larco Museum, where the gardens are a riot of bougainvillea and the ceramics reveal a culture that saw life and death as an endless circle of renewal. But we'll also descend into the silence of the San Francisco catacombs, where the bones of the city's ancestors are arranged in geometric patterns, a silent testament to a faith that shaped the colonial world. Leaving the coastal capital, we fly south to Arequipa. They call it the White City because it was built from sillar volcanic stone that glows with a soft, ethereal light. We'll take it easy here. At 2,300 meters above sea level, you notice that you might not be able to keep the same pace as in Lima. We'll wander the San Camilo market, designed by the same man who built the Eiffel Tower, where the scent of fresh chapla bread and herbal teas fills the air. One of the highlights of our stay here is the monastery of Santa Catalina. It's like a city within a city, with streets of deep blue and terracotta and courtyards filled with orange trees. It's a place of profound silence and hidden lives. And before we depart, we'll pay our respects to the Lady of Ampato, the Juanita mummy, whose silent presence in a refrigerated sanctuary reminds us of the high-altitude sacrifices that once appeased the mountain gods. From Arequipa, we fly back north, landing at Cusco before heading down into the Sacred Valley. This is a landscape of profound ingenuity. We'll visit the community of Cacacoyo, where the tradition of weaving is passed from mother to daughter like a sacred thread. You'll see the llama eyes patterns that allowed the Incas to read the stars, and you'll feel the softness of alpaca wool dyed with the colors of the earth. We'll stand at the edge of More, a giant amphitheater of terraces where the Incas simulated the climates of their entire empire, and we'll watch the sun sparkle off the salt ponds of Maras, where 600 families still harvest the mountain's brine by hand. But the true heart of this valley is the pachamanca, a meal cooked within the earth itself. As the steam rises from the hot volcanic stones, you'll understand that in Peru, food is a conversation between the people and the land. The approach to Machu Picchu is a journey in itself. We board the Vistadome observatory train following the river into a cloud forest. With a glass roof and an open-air balcony, the mountains aren't just a view, they're a presence. We've designed this sojourn with 2 entries to the citadel. This is the Wheel and Anchor difference. It gives you the space to absorb the majesty of the ruins without the pressure of a single afternoon. Whether the stones are draped in mist or bathed in the clear mountain sun, you'll have the time to find your own quiet corner of this ancient wonder or even to take a longer hike up to the lofty perches that surround it. Returning through the Sacred Valley, our main journey will conclude in Cusco. This was the center of the universe for the Incas, a city built in the shape of a puma. We'll explore the megalithic head of that puma at Sacsayhuaman, where stones weighing 100 tons are fitted so tightly a blade cannot pass between them. We'll visit the Sun Temple, Coricancha, where the colonial church stands atop the polished Incan walls, a visual record of the clash of two worlds. We'll also take in the water that never sleeps at Tambomache, temple of sacred springs that still flow with mathematical perfection 5 centuries after it was created. It is a place of reflection before we gather for our farewell dinner, a moment to share the stories of the path we walked together. Now, for those who wish to experience ecosystems that predate human civilization, we can fly into the Amazon. We'll stay at the Inca Terra Reserva Amazonica, a sanctuary of wood and thatch in the heart of the biodiversity capital. We'll walk the canopy bridges 30 meters above the forest floor and glide across mirror-like waters of Lake Sandoval. In the twilight, as the eyes of caimans glow on the riverbanks and the forest comes alive with sound, you'll feel a connection to a world that is as wild as it is fragile. Now, traveling through Peru can be an overwhelming experience, and it certainly should be from a sensory perspective, but it certainly should not be a frantic one. At Wheel and Anchor, we believe the best stories are found in the unhurried moments. Shared laughter over a pisco sour, quiet conversation as the train glides through the valley, and the collective awe as the sun rises over the citadel of Machu Picchu. We handle the complexities and the planning so you have the freedom to simply be present. If you're ready to see Peru not just as a tourist, but as a guest of the land, I invite you to join us on our upcoming adventure. Download the full e-brochure to see all the specific details of our itinerary, and I look forward to welcoming you to the land of the Incas.